Yeah, just round that over a little bit, Jay, and leave a little flat section on the end. That's all
Yeah, no worries.
to get
How
it
you going,
through.
everyone out there in interwebs world?
Gentlemen, I'll be right back.
Where? What, gentlemen?
Sorry, what was that? Oh, he had to go do something, maybe.
Yeah, said he'll be right back. Drop your handle. What are you using there? A scraper? Drop your handle down, Jay.
I said sorry, and I looked up, it's like, shit, the microphone's muted.
That's a pure scrape. It's not cutting. Ugh. Drop your handle right down, right down, right down, right down. Further. That'll do. You only need to do the end.
Yeah, I know. I was just
Yeah, I
trying
know.
to make it straighter there.
But drop your handle down. Face the flute the direction you want to travel. And now just square up the end.
Yep.
Right, good, that'll do. Hopefully that's alleviated the squeaky squawky problem.
I forgot. Can I just use the parting tool or what?
No, you turn the tool rest around parallel with the bottom of it, and you use your bowl gouge and make plunge cuts toward the headstock, so as you don't try and flick it out.
Hello, Miss Amy.
Hello, Amy. How are you?
Hi, Amy.
G'day, Amy.
So, Robbo, what's the next project you're going to do?
What, next week?
Yeah.
Copy turning. Turning 4 legs. And I'll probably have time to do a spurtle and a finial as well.
So you just make the table to go with the chairs.
Sorry, Amber, I can't hear you properly when you're off to the side.
She thought you were making chairs because you made that chair leg yesterday. It showed you how much attention she pays, right? And she goes, "Why don't you make the table to go with the chairs?" And I said, "He's not making chairs." And she's just like, "Oh."
It's a bit hard to hear sometimes when I'm sanding.
Yeah, it's hard for him to hear you out there too.
Oh,
Yeah, it bounces around.
Yeah. All right. Oi.
get in. These lovely hanging around, he's trying to eat them.
Is that sharp or blunt?
Knowing me, what do you reckon?
Eh? Knowing you, it's blunt.
I don't think I'm getting my tool in any closer.
Eh?
Oh, I'm going to hit the center.
You can sit the bevel against the tailstock. As long as the cutting edge doesn't touch the tailstock, you're right. Just check that tailstock, Jay, that it's tight.
I was going to say the same thing.
Right, now you can come across the base with the bevel rubbing on the base of the bowl and come down into it. You got which way's the flute facing?
I'm turning it in. I'm turning it in as I get closer to the centre.
Yeah, no, that's all right. It just looked like it's the light was shining on it, and it looked like the flute was in the wrong place.
It's got a heat rush. It's in fire. My next one is still burning. I'll check it fast. Cheers. Thank you.
Sorry, I just had to help Amber do something.
Right, now get your skew chisel.
Yep.
Now what you're going to do is just trim that little nub down a little bit with the skew chisel. Now, this is a cut that the skew chisel does not like because you're going into end grain, all right?
Yep.
So you have to be in control of the tool, not let the tool control you. You've got to run the bevel that is toward the headstock up against the base of the bowl and using just the extreme point, start cutting a V. What you're going to do is a series of V cuts down onto that. So you have to slide along there first, then move it out there. That's it. And watch where the tip of the tool is at all times. Do not let the rind wander. You can angle it out a little bit away from the bowl at the top on the short point. No, just twist the tool over a little bit to give the side, that's, yeah, like that. Yeah, not quite as much as that. You only need about 3 millimeters between the bowl base and the chisel. How thin have you got it now?
That's really thin. Be careful.
We can't see because of the glare of the light.
Are
It
you
can
going
go
to cut
down.
that off?
It can go down a bit more yet.
All right.
Right, that'll probably do it, I reckon.
That thing should just break off now.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to actually break them off because then it can pull the grain out
Right.
and leave a big hole in the middle of it. So how much is there? How much is there?
Like half a centimetre, I suppose.
5 millimeters, right? Yeah, that'll be enough. All right.
Better just take it out and cut it off, huh?
Yeah.
Oi.
What?
It just broke off in my hand.
Oh well, there you go.
Nice.
Lucky it didn't pull any thread off.
Yeah.
Any grain out.
If anything, it left a little bit behind for me to sand, so that's okay.
Oh, all right.
Cool. At least it can stand now. Can I do the same thing with this one, or was that a no-go?
What? No, you should be able to do the same with that.
No.
And it doesn't look like you got a centre mark in the tenon, have you?
No.
Well, this will be good practice for you.
One thing about this
To get
house
it.
is nothing's ever straight. You can never find the centre of anything, and white don't stay white.
I missed part of that.
Nothing's straight in this house. Can't find the centre of anything, and white never stays white. We live in a housing trust house. Nothing's straight here.
Yeah. Now you have to do what I did with that leg last night to get it squared, to get it straight.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
sure is a pretty bowl.
Oh, no, don't knock it up there. Knock it down on the tenon. It's the tenon that's out, isn't it?
I was doing it very lightly. I don't really know if I've got it on the centre in there too. So.
Yeah, well, get the tailstock centered first.
Whoa, that's
Not far off from being centred, I think.
All right, well, tighten the tailstock up then and start it up and give us a look. Yeah, that'll be all right.
Yep.
Same thing again.
Yep.
Second verse, same as the first.
Jawohl. The Jawohl Commandant. Sorry, Hogan's Heroes.
No, just mine, Führer.
I loved that show.
It was good, eh? They have reruns of it here all the time.
Yeah, welcome back, Amy. How's the back today? Check your tailstock, Joe.
I've just tightened it.
All right.
I'll do it again though.
That's not good, Amy.
What's going on? I can't see the chart.
No, I just asked Amy how her back was, and she said it's still giving her grief. So
We'll just chop it off and get another one.
Yeah, transplants are easy.
Yeah, I thought so.
I know there's a few people I'd like to give a spine to. That's for sure.
Ooh.
Now, Jay, you've got to be careful with this because it's a hard timber, and it could be brittle. All right.
Yeah.
You got to adapt your techniques to what the composition of the timber is to a certain extent. Now, that's what I was saying about you. It looks like yeah, I could actually, Amy. Would you like a nice bent one like that chair leg last night, or a straight one? I noticed the shine juices lost a lot of its shine.
I only put one layer on it.
Yeah, all right. I'm just saying, that's all. All right.
Come on, man. It's my own mix. Don't be like that.
Keep a hacking, Luigi.
Jawohl.
I know nothing.
No, that was Jay about 3 months ago. I know nothing.
Come on, I'm trying to concentrate here.
Well, you normally treat everybody with ignore, so
Amy wants a nicely curved one, please.
yeah.
What? Oh, yeah, coffee. I get told there's coffee, even the laser gets left on. Sorry, I'm just having my coffee that I forgot about apparently.
Yeah, I'm about to go and make myself a cup of tea too. It's that time of day again.
Whoops, I forgot to swish it and get the good stuff out.
Mississippi mud.
Slurp it up.
Apparently that's supposed to help you lose weight, that's in the bottom of
Oh, Mississippi mud helps you lose weight, apparently. No. Amber was talking about something else, and I just thought I'd throw that in.
No, years ago, Amy, we used to make stuff for therapy, the therapy unit of the Latrobe Valley Hospital for like people that had injured legs and all that sort of thing. We actually made a frame. So people could stand up.
There you go, Amy, you can make your spine. And if you can actually make it so that it's got hinges all through it, then she can bend.
Right now, that's probably far enough on that, Jay. How thick is it?
About the same as the last one, about 5 mil.
Yeah, right. You're starting to talk timber workers' language now. Millimetres, not bloody centimetres.
Yeah,
That's
you said mil
dressmaking.
before when I said half a centimetre, so I thought I'd better say 5 mil this time.
Yeah. Well, only dressmakers and curtain makers use centimetres. Now, see what I mean about the thing pulling out in the middle.
Um,
No, I know it
That's like
hasn't on that, but
I know what you mean.
I know it hasn't on that one, but on a lot of them it does. All right, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. I'll be back in a minute.
Yep. I'll be here. Hey Blair, do you sand your lathe bed down every now and then?
You mean the bed?
Yeah.
No, I don't sand it. I've got just a razor blade, and I just kind of go over the top of it, just to, if there's any kind of like leftover, like what is it?
Bits of glue and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that usually takes it off, and then I'll take some of that the feed-in wax.
Yep.
And just go over the bed.
Yeah, I normally give mine a sanding with sandpaper, and I haven't done it for a while. I did it this morning, and it's come up like new again. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really get any nicks or anything like that. It's just it needs a little of the wax on it, and it slides really nice.
bit of walnut oil.
Yeah, walnut oil would be nice.
That's all I use, walnut oil, before I do a lathe. Banjo slides up and down nice.
The biggest problem I have is with my biggest lathe. The banjo doesn't like to stay tight underneath, so I have to keep adjusting the bolt and keep adjusting the bolt, and it's really kind of annoying.
Would it help to maybe put another washer or two underneath?
Probably. I haven't really looked at it enough to really diagnose the problem, but that's a good idea.
That might be a temporary solution at least.
It's either that or get a $3,000 lathe.
What?
Right?
Did you say something?
But I think Louis has the same lathe that I do, only he got his for free.
Oh.
I guess he had a neighbor or something like that was getting rid of it and asked him if he wanted it, and he said, yeah, okay.
Wow, that's very lucky. It's very unfortunate what happened to his video. In his video, hey.
Oh, that bowl that cracked in half?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shame. That thing was going to be pretty.
Still though, you could make two halves out of it and join them together, or just have two smaller bowls. I was going to suggest to him to make up those wooden bow ties and sew it back together as such.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm just sanding out that bottom nub a little bit there.
Nice.
It's going to be really yucky with just a little soda.
Oh.
Geez, Amy, you must live in a posh house if you got a water closet.
What's a water closet?
Hey?
It's a loo.
The dunny.
Oh,
That's why it gets the initials WC.
no redbacks in there.
Geez, that's starting to sound like bloody drilly.
I don't be like that.
Yes, I know your word, Amy.
Just taking the nub out of the bottom.
Yep.
Robbo, have you done much with resin?
Sorry?
Have you done much with resin?
No, done nothing with resin. It doesn't really interest me, to be quite honest. I'll rephrase that. Yes, I have with fiberglass, but not with turning or casting resin or anything like that. If you want to know about resin, one of the best blokes I know is a bloke called Neil Wright, Dye Sensei, on the Wood Turners of Australia site.
Let me look that up.
You might have to invite him, Robbo.
Oh, I don't have to approve him going in, but
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are doing it now that I'm noticing, and it looks fun to do to a point, but so messy.
and it's hellishly expensive.
Oh yeah, I was looking on Total Boats, and it's like $50 for both, like the hardener and the regular resin, and it's crazy.
I'll put it to you this way, Blair. If you're going to do resin, you really want to pick the size of your container to be around about the size you want your project, so you're not skimming off so much resin. Because the resin itself will actually be reasonably flat and level. They kind of level themselves out no matter what they're in. And if you use a shiny container, like a shiny bit of plastic container, it'll come out shinier than it will if you use dull plastic. And if you also use a big chunk of wood in the middle of it, that'll save you some resin too, because if you're going to make a vase or something, you're going to drill all of that out, aren't you? So that's a big waste of resin right there again. So, yeah, it's like you maybe only need a quarter of the amount of resin that you'd actually need for a project once you've shoved a piece of wood down the guts of it. Yeah, I've just...
Total Boat in America seems to be the most popular one out there. We've got a choice of, I dare say you have in America as well, but Total Boat seems to be the one that they use in America a lot of.
Yeah.
I agree that some of the stuff that comes out of it is pretty good, but it just doesn't turn me on, I'm afraid.
Yeah, different strokes.
Yeah, and then it's up to you too whether you want a resin that needs a pressure pot. And there's another expense there to buy the pressure pot and the pump and all that stuff.
I think technically all of the resin really should go through a pressure pot because it just eliminates all of the bubbles.
Not only that, it makes it penetrate the timber too.
Yeah, there's a fiberglass resin here that I've used, and that doesn't need a pressure pot, and that comes out quite fine. But again, it's fiberglass resin, so it might be different.
Yeah, well, they don't recommend actually fiberglass resin for doing turning. It's not the right sort of stuff. But like I say, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. All I know is that whenever anybody turns resin in my workshop, it takes me a bloody month to get rid of it.
Yeah, it's like going to the beach, isn't it? You find sand everywhere afterwards.
Oh, that and glitter.
Yeah, that stuff breeds.
I can see why they ban confetti at weddings, I tell you.
We had bubbles.
Listen to it in the background.
Yeah. Fortunately, I can't understand. It's like a bird cheeping in the background.
Oh, you're lucky. Can I come to your house?
Oh, actually, it's lovely and quiet here with no traffic moving around. It's absolutely fantastic. We get the occasional truck go through, and that's about it.
Yeah. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Amy.
Oh.
So what? We send you a carton of glitter, do we, Amy? So you can open it in the dining room and put it everywhere.
Hey, Robbo, do you know there's such a thing as a glitter bomb?
Such as what?
It's called a glitter bomb. When they open it, it explodes.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Everywhere. Yeah. That's the perfect present to send. Just don't put a return to sender address on it.
This. I watch a lot of YouTube stuff, and some of the pranks that people pull on each other, I'm surprised that they don't kill each other, to be quite honest. Well, there has been a couple where they have killed each other. But the ones that get me are a husband and wife where they really try to outdo each other. And there was one the other night where, I don't know what he'd done to her, but she filled up all his air conditioning vents in the car and everything with glitter.
Oh.
And, man, I tell you, if my wife had done that to me, she'd have been throttled.
There'd be a
and
funeral
I'm not a violent person, I tell you.
I've done that with confetti.
That's just mean.
And it wasn't a cheap car either. Like, it had leather seats and all that, and it would have been a bugger to try and get it all out.
You just never do.
It's like the red dust from the outback here. I used to drive an FJ40 Toyota Land Cruiser and spent my time working out in the desert. And I reckon I was getting dust out of the, well, the owner of the car was getting the company that I worked for. I reckon I was getting dust out of that for the next 15 years.
Yep. I've been and experienced the red dust before. I know all about it.
Yeah, we have a lot of that down in southern Utah. everything is just red dust, clay kind of stuff. If you fall in the dirt, it stains your clothes.
Yep.
I've only just noticed what Amy put in next to hell knows.
Right? I didn't know that they actually made those kind of emojis.
That might be on her phone. I've got different emojis on my phone to what Amber's got on her phone, so I think it just comes down to the maker.
Manufacturer. Yeah. I'm deeply offended, Amy. I thought you'd like that.
Damn it! Now if she gets a glitter bomb, she's gonna know who it's from. Bad. Just not good.
Yeah. Somebody that's watching this will send Amy a bloody glitter bomb, and I'll get blown for it.
You're the closest.
Tell them about the glitter bomb piece. How they make the glitter bomb with the alarms and the heart. Yeah.
No.
Oh, thank you, Amy.
Don't suck up now.
Oh, she's got it. She only She lives within spitting distance.
We don't do it with black hearts. You need red hearts. Did you hear that? Robbo can release a balloon from his house, and when it gets over Amy's house, it can pop.
Well, actually, the wind just about blows the right way most of the time. They've actually come up black on the board, Amy.
Yeah, quite weird.
But
it probably that probably suits me. Everybody reckons I don't have one, so.
What phone are you using? An Apple or Android, Amy?
Now, Jay, this is where you need a Beal buffing system.
Yeah. I've ordered one. Ordered it through the wife. She's like, what? Pardon? Nothing.
I tell you what, there's a lot of people make a lot of money out of some wood turning stuff.
Yes.
The buffing wheels that you get from Bunnings are just as good as most others, believe it or not.
Yep. I found a buffing system that has got the whole pole and everything, and 3 different wheels for $80 or something.
Oh yeah.
Is that $80 with delivery?
Yeah. But one of the other turners is selling it as well, and he's selling it for $200 and something. So I find it cheaper.
Yeah. Amy says she's got a Samsung S9 Plus with Android.
Yeah, it comes up on her phone. She sent me a picture. It comes up on her phone as red hearts, but not in StreamYard. StreamYard's just shit.
She just sent you a screenshot on Messenger.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just saying. She showed me hers. Yeah. It's red on her screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a Samsung S20. I don't know how to work it, but I've got one. They're all too complex for me, I'm afraid.
An S20. I don't think they're up to that number yet, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
2.0?
2.0 maybe.
Oh, that might be what it is. I don't know.
Because if you're
But
that far in the future, how come the rest of Australia isn't?
the funny part is I only put the SIM card in it every now and again to get onto my Gov site when I'm putting in the BAS thing. The rest of the time I use my dirty old Telstra phone that just makes phone calls and receives text messages.
Dirty old Telstra.
$89 special.
Skippy, the bush kangaroo.
No, it's not.
No, I know it's not, but he just started whistling, and I thought that's just the tune that came in my head.
I just realised I got my microphone on. I shouldn't do it. It's the same when I go to the opera or something, and it's unconscious quite often. You can't help humming along with the tune or whistling it, you know.
Yes. I'm just sanding the bum out.
Yeah, I figured that's what you were doing.
It hurts, but I'm persisting with it. All right. I don't mind it going slow because it's less chance of it skipping out on the end something that it shouldn't be. Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
Get a bit slower than the old age. Why don't you just go to the next group?
Because I haven't finished standing it.
No. Fair enough.
No,
Go on this. What's your plans for today, Robbo?
Making up a couple of jigs for doing certain jobs. You've got your speaker up. You got your speaker up loud too.
Yeah. Is that better for you?
Hey?
I said, is that better for you?
Yeah, bloody oath it is.
Oh, it's getting on, yeah.
Yeah. Sandy is boring.
So, Blair, what's your next project?
So, I was inspired earlier today by a guy who was making spatulas.
They're easy. Yeah.
And so I did a glue up, and I'll probably turn that either tomorrow night or Tuesday. But I still need to kind of cut out the top portion of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, the best stuff to buy is just some, well, we call it 2x1. You probably call it by 1x2. So,
Yeah, the center section is going to be walnut. The two other sections are going to be bloodwood, and I don't remember what the other section is going to be, but it's going to be pretty.
oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, I need to run downstairs real quick. I'll go grab it, and I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. See, Jay, this just goes to prove that you don't need expensive things to be able to hold things.
No, I don't. Just need someone like you in the background. Amber, do you want a drink? Just finish that.
Well, unfortunately, you can't beat experience. That's the whole point.
Yes, I'll agree with that.
What are you munching on?
I just had a mint and then I gave it to Amber to have one.
Ah. Oh, yeah.
We got a warehouse sale place here where you can buy stuff. It's called Campbell's.
Oh, yeah, we got them in Victoria too.
Yeah, well, they had a box of 32 of those packets for like $6 or $7. I couldn't pass that up.
Oh, yeah. I actually find those mints burn my mouth.
Do they?
Yeah.
These ones aren't so bad for me, but the boy ones, they burn my mouth, definitely.
Put Blair up on the big screen.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the walnut.
Yeah.
I can't remember what this is, but it's a real orangey kind of wood, and then on the ends is going to be the bloodwood.
Oh, it should be interesting when it's finished.
Hope so. It may end up in the firewood pile.
Well, how big's the stick, the centre part? What's the dimensions of that?
Um, maybe just a little shy of a foot.
No, I don't mean length, I mean dimensionally 2 by 1 or...
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You have to. You might be better off actually making a spoon out of it, Blair,
yeah. I could do that too.
because I think by the time you get the the handle down to size, it's going to look a bit odd.
What I'm worried about is how I'm going to put that into the chuck. I don't have a real
You
good
don't
chuck.
you don't put them in a chuck. Do it between centres.
Yeah, I hate using that drive spur. I always dig into the end, and I, I'd almost rather make myself a chuck and have that go in there and squeeze it.
Well, there's another way. You can chisel out. You can put a solid block of wood in the chuck if you want to, and chisel out a square section and fit the handle into it.
Yeah,
Or if
I'll
you
probably
want,
do the drive spur first and see how that goes. And if it doesn't go very well, then I'll do the other.
another way to do it too is to turn like a little short Morse taper on that. Take your drive spur out and hammer it into the actual drive where your Morse taper goes for your drive spur. We quite often hold finials that way.
Hmm. I don't know. We'll play around with it and see.
Yeah, I'm a good PA, Amy. I remind everybody about everything in some cases. I'm my wife's PA anyway. If she wants to remind her of something, she always tells me because I remember it.
Well, that's good because with the age that I'm at, I'm a walking Alzheimer's patient.
Uh,
I'm terrible.
oh, don't worry. There's certain things that get filed into the not important bit. That I think every husband's got in their brain, the not important filing system. So I take it you're not working at the moment, Amy, even in the mainly because of your back, but because of COVID as well.
It's hard wood, this stuff.
Yeah, funny about that.
Oh, I think Robert sounds going to be hard, but brutal.
No, it's different. Different bowl, yeah.
It's a bit of a bummer, Amy.
Sorry, Amy. That's awful.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, can't hear what you're saying, Jay. And you know speaking Italian.
couldn't hear what I was saying because my mouth wasn't moving.
Oh, right.
I was
Well,
just
that's
checking
all
out
right.
how solid it is. Sorry, what was
That's
that?
all right. Texans don't move their mouth when they talk either. My my wife used to have a Texan boss from Houston, and a couple of social functions we went to. He said to Julie, my wife, he said, doesn't your husband like me or something? And she said, no, why? Oh, well, he doesn't talk to me. She said, he probably can't hear you. He lip reads. Oh, he said, and I couldn't hear him, and I couldn't lip read him either.
So he got offended, eh?
No, he didn't. No, he laughed. He said, "Ah, right now I see." He was actually a very nice bloke. He was a really good boss.
Boy, talk about a fish out of water.
What a Texan in Australia.
Right.
No, he actually ended up living out there. He migrated out there. They went to send him back home again, and he said, "No, I don't want to go. Find me something in Australia to do."
I can't blame him much. There are parts of Texas that are really nice, and then there's other parts of Texas that are just nasty.
I think that's the same in most places, though.
Lots of mosquitoes, very humid.
Oh yeah.
There is one place that I wouldn't mind retiring to. It's called Corpus Christi.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, that's been in a couple of TV shows, I think.
Yeah. I went down there once for business, and one of the people that I met with took me to a restaurant that was just right out on the ocean and had just the best fish I've ever had in my life. And then I went back to my hotel and I was bored. So I went back out to kind of where we were, and you can actually drive out on the beach. And as I'm driving out on the beach, all of a sudden I see this couple that are running from the ocean that were bare naked. Okay.
Yeah, there's a nudist beach about 20 kilometres from our place, actually on Port Phillip Bay. Uh, never, never worries me. I used to have a mechanical repair business in a little place called Baxter, and a group of hippies lived in a house down the road from there. I used to service all their vehicles for them, and I quite often used to go in there, and they're all running around butt naked. And anyhow, Sarah, one of the girls' names was, she jumped into the car, and I said, you know, Sarah, I said, it'd probably be a good idea if you put some clothes on before we went up to the town. I said, you might shock a few. Oh, she said, geez, I forgot all about it, you know. She said, you didn't even bat an eye, and I said, nah. I said, I've seen it all before.
I had a little bit of resin on this one. I don't know if you can see it there, but
Oh yeah.
just to fill in that crack there, it was a bit much
Yeah.
for my liking because it goes all the way around. I filled it in there as well a little bit too with red resin. I just got to take that little bit of the bum off there, give it a sand, it'll be all good.
Good morning, Stace. How are you?
How you going,
Good morning,
Stace?
Stace.
Hello.
What?
You come and say hello.
I'll show you something that is my absolute most favorite that Stacy made for me. Take it to work with me every day.
What is it, a pen?
It's made out of resin and glitter, and she did such an awesome job.
Hang on,
Oh,
Blair.
very good.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. I,
Oh yeah,
I,
cool.
I must admit, I've never made a pen. Have no desire to make a pen. Won't ever make a pen. You shouldn't try going to bed, Stace.
Sounds like you need a triple shot.
I suppose you're getting ready to get kids off to school, are you, Stacey?
It's time for me to go to bed. My wife still isn't home yet.
Yeah. Overtime.
Yeah, the bad thing is if like 6 minutes means she's going to be there for 12 hours.
Oh, right.
That's not good.
Well, I can't comment on that. I used to work 18 to 20 hours a day.
Oof.
It's only in the last 5 years I've actually slowed down.
That's true, Stacy. I love that pen. Thank you so much. Juggle bowls.
You're lucky I had the microphone muted because I was saying stupid stuff, right? So.
I thought that was situation normal.
Oh, that's it. You're getting the time out now. It's time out time for Robbo. Oh, look at the options that I've got. Edit. I can edit his name. Oh, nothing. I'm just doing stuff, you know.
Oh, I've done it. What was that
So
calling
tell me, Stace, did you enjoy my live yesterday or not? Real turning? Ah, out of milk. Oh, good. I'm glad about that.
What? What are you laughing at, Blair?
Mr. TikTok.
Aye, laddie, aye.
You know, the sad thing is I love that app.
Yeah, I don't. Each to their own, though, you know. Whatever floats your boat.
Well, the thing is I'm really big into music, and there are so many talented people that are on there and show their singing abilities, and it just I can watch it for hours and hours.
Yeah. What did you say, Robbo? What were you about to say?
I said, oh, I see we've changed our names.
Yeah, he's noticed. Is that a good one for you?
Oh, yeah, it's reasonably accurate.
That's okay,
No,
Stace. The kids don't need cereal. Just make them porridge.
Tell him to go out in the garden and forage. I'll be right.
Some lovely snails. Some worms.
Yeah, why not? The French seem to do quite well off them.
Hello, Johnny Walker.
How you going, Johnny?
Hey, Johnny.
This is my nephew.
Oh, right. I thought it might have been a bottle of scotch.
He was named after one.
Hi, gorgeous. What's up? What you doing?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks, Amber. I'm very well, thank you. And
I was waiting for it. Left that one open.
So what are you doing, Johnny? Got a job yet?
your camera's gone fuzzy, Jay.
How's it?
Yeah. It's blinking in and out.
Is this better? Is that better?
No, that's me. You don't want to see me.
I like to look
Just
around
playing
the
a bit of
workshop.
Fortnite.
Oh, playing Fortnite. Yeah.
So I guess the computer cords work.
Johnny comes around here the other day and he goes, he shows me his the VGA plug on his for his monitor, and he goes, I need to make this plug wider. He didn't actually know what the plug was that he needed, but he just knew he needed a wider plug.
Oh, right.
There's a DVI plug that he needed. But...
That sounds like me.
Oh, you two will get along then.
Johnny, did you try calling me?
Yeah, I thought Dr. Bob might have been in today as well, but he's not. So.
Good
How you
morning,
going, Wayne?
Good afternoon, Wayne.
And Val, if you're there.
Good afternoon, Wayne and Val.
All right, gentlemen. It sounds like my wife is home. I will see you guys later.
That's good. All right, Blair, thank you. Catch you later on.
Thanks for coming in, Blair.
Anytime. See ya.
No one do anything for 15 minutes. Well, I've been going for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I've got to get back to work too. So.
I'm like a kid on a sugar high. You can't leave me alone for 5 seconds.
Sorry.
How you going, Tommy?
Hi, Tommy. I said I'm like
Hello,
a kid
Tommy.
on a sugar rush. You can't leave me alone for 5 seconds.
Oh, right. Yeah, they're all coming in. They must all be waking up. They're all coming in just as we're going.
Oh, well, can't be helped.
No.
Can show this, though.
Yeah, that's one of the better ones I reckon you've done. In fact, that's the best one you've done so far.
Yeah, thanks. I quite like it. But I'm just biased.
Well, that's true.
Oh,
So,
Amber,
Yes.
now my mic's on.
Hello.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. But
Hasn't cracked anymore.
no, it hasn't actually. It's quite good.
Oh, that's good.
It was super dry wood anyway, so it's no more drying to do. What do you reckon? $80?
Depends on where you are.
Managed to
All right,
sort myself
I better-
out. Oh, go on then, bugger off.
Yeah. Yeah, now Jarpy will come in, you watch. And he'll think I'm trying to avoid him again.
I always
That's all right. I'll tell him that, all right?
Yeah, you can tell him that. He'll believe you.
Maybe.
All right, I'll catch you all later, folks. I got work to do. Bye, bye.
See ya. Enjoy the rest of your day. You can't hear me, but all right. See you later. I put one coating of clear lacquer on this yesterday, but got too windy, so I stopped. As the bad around here, it gets a bit of wind and I start spraying stuff. It ends up getting the tiniest bit of dust on it and kills it. We've got this bowl here. This one I've only just finished off the bottom on it, but I put resin through there. Because that was and I put it up through there as well. It was a fairly sized crack there. It would have been a big chunk that it would have taken off. So I put a little bit of red resin in it. Yeah, I finished off the bottom. I've been finishing off the bottom of bowls today. It's because that's this little thing here. It's like a opposite jam chuck or something, you know. This one is blackwood too, by the way. Yeah, everyone coming right at the end, eh? I'm just about done, folks. That was all I had planned for today. Oh, I was going to cut some wood up earlier today, but other stuff happened instead, so I didn't. Looks like just about everyone left without saying goodbye. That's not very nice. See you later. Yeah. All right. See ya. I'm going now. Thanks for coming. Don't forget to hit the like button. I've got a donate link now if anyone would like to donate. Or